Interweave! Oh god, yep, okay. Everything becomes a Frost Titan. So many Frost Titan triggers. There appear to be multiple sets of them too. Today on Commander Replay, we find out if this Odric Blood Cursed artifact combo deck is any good. Next on Commander Replay. Help support me and save 15% on singles by using the promo code REPLAY at mothershipaTX.com. Commander Replay t-shirts, available in orange and colors beside orange. Welcome back, everyone. Playing some more Odric Blood Cursed today, and today we're taking a look at the artifact version of this deck. I've already played a Boros Good Stuff aggro version of the deck, which went pretty well, and I'll link to that somewhere on screen. But anyway, we're trying the artifact thing today. This hand looks reasonable. We got Makokoro, so we can draw into more stuff if we need to. Seems fine. We'll go ahead and keep. We got a creature with some keywords. I've taken this deck out a few times already, but both of those games crashed, which was super annoying. There's going to be some cool moments in those games, but yeah, hopefully we'll have a good showing today. And overall, the power level of this deck, so far it leaves a little something to be desired, or at least the commander does. One of the things I noticed is that you cannot cast Odric on turn 3 if you don't have other creatures in play with keywords on them. Unless, of course, you have like a Conjurer's Closet in hand, which would probably allow us to do that. But yeah, that's really not the best, to be completely honest with you. Champ having a super fast start here. Oh yeah, it's not amazing. Soul Ring into sort of the Animist. Luckily his commanders are a little expensive, but our plan is going to be much slower than what he's doing. Dockside Extortionist is something. Everyone just coughs out a bunch of artifacts. We can get going nice and quick. Drop in the Flamekin Village, no elementals, so it'll come in tapped. I love this card. When I was playing my Ashling deck in Vegas, late in the game, Ashling was too expensive. I had a Balefire Dragon that I cast and needed to give it haste, and also was able to get a Luxodon Warhammer attached to it, and doing that all in one shot with haste killed about 4 creatures and gained a lot of life. It was pretty sweet. Opponent got an Arcane Signet. Artifact count is up to 3. Aha! Opponent foretold a card. They tapped some mana and I didn't see anything. That explains it. There's nothing that really tells you it's foretelling a card on Magic Online. You just have to check the exile zone. There's an Elhammerit's Archive. Oh, this is going to be cool. Play the Makokoro. Do we Dockside Extortionist yet? We'll get 3 extra treasures, which gives us... Yeah, I think we do, because then we can... Next turn, we can Conjurer's Closet, and that seems really good. This could actually get out of hand a little bit quicker than I had anticipated with the hand that we have. This is supposed to be a chill game, so maybe we'll just take it easy and foretell this Doomscar. Because I can see the line where we go Dockside Extortionist, get 3 treasures. Next turn, cast Conjurer's Closet, flicker it at the end step, get 3 more treasures. Then in the following turn after that, get Quark Clan Ironworks in play, and at that point we're probably off to the races. Rhoda, Geist Avenger. I don't even think I've seen this one. Is that a Commander product card that's on Magic Online? God knows there hasn't been a lot of those this year. 4 mana 3/3 with partner with Timin. Has Vigilance, and whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, put a +1/+1 counter on Rhoda. That's cool. Cultivate for opponent. Priest of Ancient Lore is a nice pickup right here. Let's just play the Arid Mesa, crack the Arid Mesa, get a Plateau, cast the Priest of Ancient Lore. Get a card draw, kind of hoping for a land. Want to get that next land drop lined up. It's a Chaos Warp, is not a land. Rattlechain's coming in at the end step for Sean. Yep. He's playing his Ranar the Ever-Watchful Spirits deck. Seen this one a bunch of times on the channel. As I've mentioned in previous videos, Ranar is slightly bugged. It will trigger a little bit more than it's supposed to. It'll trigger off of exiles that you don't necessarily control. But this is such a chill deck that I'm not too worried about it. Cosmos Charger. Horse Spirit, sure. Flash flying, foretelling cards can be done for 1 less and be done on any player's turn. That's cool. That's actually, yeah, being able to foretell at instant speed, that's pretty sweet. It has foretell itself. Artifact count is still 3. Hoping we can pick up 1 more in here before our turn comes back. It doesn't look like it. Ethereal Valkyrie coming in. Enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card, then exile a card from your hand face down. It becomes foretold. Its foretold causes its mana cost reduced by 2. Very interesting. That'd be a cool commander, actually. Kind of wish that one was legendary, to be completely honest with you. I get it. I think there's like 33 legendary creatures in Kaldheim, and they probably didn't need more. But That'd be a really cool commander. They could easily switch one of the bad legends out with that one, and that would be very, very cool. What set is that, though? That's not Kaldheim. Is that like Commander or something? Yurlock coming into play. We catch that land we need. Excellent. Things working out so far. But I do think it is time to get that Dockside Extortionist. We'll pass like that. We could actually go sack 2 treasures, use Makokoro, and we'd still have 5 mana to get the Conjurer's Closet on our next turn, which would be cool. Reflections of Letargia. Comes in, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a creature of the chosen type, copy that spell. Seems good. It's kind of a weird way of saying make a token copy of a creature. Opponent's gonna attack us? Yeah, they'll get us. There'll be 3 in the air. That is another enchantment, by the way. That's a thing to think about. Equips the Sword of the Animist. We talked about Rhoda a little bit. Champ is also piloting Timin, Youthful Geist. Partners with Rhoda. 5 mana flying. At the beginning of each combat, tap up to 1 target creature. That's annoying for combat decks. I've played cards like that, and you can shut down Voltron decks pretty easily if they don't have hexproof. Ethereal Valkyrie going on the attack. Sword of the Animist trigger. So they will draw a card, then exile a card from their hand face down, and it is now foretold. They have 2 cards that have been foretold. One's hitting us. We take 4 more. We're down to 33. Oh, man. We could do the crazy thing and go... We could use our lands to pay for Krark Clan Ironworks and then sacrifice all the treasures to pay for Conjurer's Closet. Maybe we'll do that. Champ's kind of up and going over there, so he is primed to... Oh, God. Opponent's going to activate Yurlock. Well, we're going to get to activate this Makokoro. Pretty sweet. Anything we need to Chaos Warp? Played around the Yurlock. Not really intentional. Just kind of left the Makokoro up because I thought I might draw with it at some point, and things have worked out. There's a Tithe, even better. Get those land drops set up. That'll probably cast. And Sean's going to draw with the War Room. There we go. There we go. Ever-flowing Chalice. Kick 3 times. Yeah, that seems good. That'll get them some ramp. Fell Warstorm for opponent. I'm going to crack the Tithe right now just so I don't forget. Get Mistveil Plains and Sacred Foundry. And we lose 1 mana. And we'll take some mana burn. Yurlock gets us with the mana burn. Nice. Champ didn't have anything to do with his mana, so he takes 3. Brings it back to our turn. There's another land, so we're pretty good on our lands for now. Let's play the Sacred Foundry. Make sure we have our colors. We don't have that much colored mana, to be honest. Pay the life. I'm not going to go Krark Clan Ironworks into the thing. Are we going to do that? No, I'm going to slow roll it a little bit more than that. And I'm going to leave the 2 utility lands up for when opponent probably activates this again. Yeah, go to the end step. Don't like where this is going. Oh, that's a Swords on our Dockside. Nothing for that. Could have at least made it a path. Rude, champ. Rude. At least we can blink this Priest of Ancient Lore. How big is this thing? 5/5? That's kind of large. Actually, we can get an attack in with it, because when we blink it, it'll be untapped. So we'll poke opponent right here since they're open. Does this only affect opponents? A player losing unspent mana causes that player to lose that much life. Okay. That affects everyone. Surprising. For an effect like that, I'm surprised that it's not opponents only. Just because it's like, 1, that's a really weird effect, and 2, generally it's not like that powerful, so I'd be completely fine if that card was one-sided, but I have not seen it much in the year and a half that it's been out, so that generally speaks to how playable a card really is. If you just don't see it over a long period of time, then doesn't mean that good things don't get missed, but, you know. At the end step, we're going to blink our Priest of Ancient Lore. Use the ability. Draw a card. Gain a life. The life gain, actually very relevant for what we're doing. Goblin Engineer is helpful. Could potentially find us something, although I wish we still had our treasure guy around. Be nice to sacrifice the treasures. I guess this makes artifacts. That should work. Stonebinder's Familiar. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Triggers only once. And they'll get 2 of them. Nice. So that's the thing I always talk about. If you're playing a janky tribe, it's really important that whatever you're doing with your creatures, whenever you get 1, you probably want to get 2 of them. In the case of spirits, any individual spirit isn't that impactful, but if you double all of your spirits with something like this, then, then they start to become a problem for your opponents and they have to actually do something about them. In red, you have stuff like Molten Echoes, Sunbird's Invocation, and Mirror March. I all find to be fantastic for tribal decks. In green, depending on what you're doing, you can do like a wild pair thing if you have a lot of similar CMCs. Lurking Predators is good in some decks if you have a lot of creatures, if you're really trying to load up the creature count. But any of that sort of stuff, any way that you can cast 1 thing and get 2, Really helps out those tribes that aren't super well supported with a lot of like really OP creatures. Opponent's going to attack us in the air for 4. That's not great. Another Sword of the Animus trigger. Champ has 4 cards that have been foretold, so even though he doesn't have much of a hand at this moment, he does have 4 cards in foretell, so his hand size is actually about 5 with all the stuff that he has. We're going to take another shot here. It's not amazing. Thassa Deep Dwelling. Seems good. Sean's going to generous gift this Angel. He's had enough of it. Sure. Going to deny Champ that value right there. I can dig it. Chaos Warp on Thassa. If they find another ETB, Chaos Warp on Thassa is not an awful idea. Oh, that's a Guardian of Faith. Okay. We're going to have to wait on that Chaos Warp then. So I might Chaos Warp one of those things. Shut off that Thassa value, because it's good value right there. Guardian of Faith is an incredibly good card. I've started adding it to about as many decks as I can possibly find. Finding card slots for it is tough. There are a lot of good protection spells in white now, and you kind of run into the problem of you can only run so many protection spells. Or can you? I don't know. I've been thinking about like a lot of the high power games I played in Vegas over the weekend, and just about like how much protection do you really need in a deck? I'd love to have that deck that's like cast your commander, have like 6 or 7 pieces of protection, Faith Shield, Bolt Bend, Guardian of Faith, Blacksmith Skill, all that type of stuff. And just make sure that your commander always stays in play. Any number of other target creatures you control phase out. That's interesting if you have Lightning Greaves. I didn't realize that actually, that if you have Lightning Greaves on something, you can't target it. Lightning Greaves is incredible, but based on the decks that I play, I actually cut it quite a bit because I love swords, and swords are really awkward if you only have one creature in play with Lightning Greaves. So I go Swiftfoot Boots most of the time because I'm always trying to equip stuff. But otherwise, Lightning Greaves is fantastic. But yeah, definitely can be some awkwardness there. Opponent does activate their Yurlock. We've got a bunch of floating mana. Let's do stuff with it. Crack this Myriad Landscape. Get some extra mana. What color do we have more of in this deck? It does seem to be more white heavy, so we'll go plains. Can't do anything with the floating there. Enchantress Presence. Yeah, okay. Got an Enchantress thing going over there with the Yurlock. Played Sithis. Was it last week? Could be 2 weeks by the time this video comes out. It depends. Oh man, that deck is brutal. You never want to see another Enchantress deck after facing a Sithis deck. It's just disgusting. This, I'm sure, isn't going to be that. It's not card draw in the command zone, which is good. That's a War's Toll, though. That's a silly card. Whenever an opponent taps a land for mana, tap all lands that player controls. If a creature an opponent controls attacks, all creatures that opponent controls attacks. That might be a Chaos Warp candidate right there. Champ is going to tap the Enchantress before the thing comes in. Puts a counter on Rhoda. War's Toll is in. Stone Shaker Shaman. Oh no. At the beginning of each player's end step, that player sacrifices an untapped land. I don't really know how that ability works, but I'm not looking to find out. I think it only affects the player whose turn it is, but yeah, I'm not taking that chance. Fortunately, this thing also has lifelink, so we can get some life back with that too. Ignite the Future is a cool card. What are we doing this turn? I think I want to get the Angel of Invention. We really need bodies in play. If we play an untapped land, we can get the Goblin Engineer also. Seems reasonable. I guess the question is, when do we wipe the board? Because that also probably needs to happen. Can it wait? It can probably wait. So that being the case, play the Homeward Path and start tapping up all of our lands for mana. War's Toll. This is unfortunate because you can't auto this trigger because then all of your lands will be tapped. So there's a bunch of triggers. Got through all the War's Toll triggers. Took a little bit. Get the Goblin Engineer. I actually have no idea what we're searching for. Use the ability. Let's see what we got for artifacts. Anything that's really... Grinding Station is a combo piece. Inspiring Statuary is fun for the manas. We do have the KCI already, though. Kuldotha Forge Master is one that I always want to mess around with. Sunforger. Oh, why did I put that in here? I haven't played this deck in a week. There's a purpose for the Sunforger. What is it? Oh, Enlightened Tutor, probably? Enlightened Tutor. That's what it was. I remember. Yeah, Sunforger it is. We have Boros Charm in this deck. Negative. We do have Teferi's Protection, though, so when the time comes that we may need to protect stuff, it seems like a good thing to have access to. And then we'll play the Angel of Invention. It ETBs, it'll Fabricate. We're going to go Servos. We have a 3-2. We could send that over there. Yeah, why not? They take a hit for 3. Conjurer's Closet will blink the Angel of Invention. And we have to sacrifice an untapped land, but fortunately we don't have any. Use the Conjurer's Closet, blink it, fabricate, servos. We could make it bigger, and there's certainly a reason why that might make sense. But I'm planning that KCI turn next turn, and having more artifacts I think will be good. Now, if a board wipe happens, probably slow us down a whole lot. On the other hand, too, this will double up our life gains. So even if we're only hitting for 2 with this, it could be relevant. Sean tapping his mana into War's Toll. That's an end hostilities. Yeah, those are creatures that we needed. We needed those creatures. Oh, that'll destroy the Sword of the Animist. A card he started running because of me. We are strangely not playing equipment today. At least not very many, anyway. Champ's got something. Cosmic Intervention. Oh, I was worried about that one. I was worried that he had the protection spell. Which means that we'll probably Doomscar. A lot of things get blown up. I think it's a good thing to run this card if you're running Doomscar, because showing your opponents that you have 2 Foretell cards means they won't know which one it is. And I think there's a lot of value in that. Whereas if you play the same people week after week and you only ever use Doomscar as the Foretell card, they'll catch on pretty quickly. Yeah, all their stuff's coming back. That is not the best. Nope, even Sword of the Animist is back. Everything is back. Not great. Not great. Re-equip the Sword of the Animist. We're in a problem. We have a problem now where we don't have any keywords in play, which I don't love. Nor do we have any artifacts I want to sacrifice, which is also not great. If nothing else, we can go Ignite the Future, cast our commander. Or we could also go Ignite the Future, Doomscar, which isn't terrible either. Should be an Emeria in this deck. Take a peek at it. That's not the correct deck. Yeah, there's an Emeria in the deck. We'll probably want to try and find that. Try to get some of those creatures back. Got Emeria Shepherd up here at the top, as well as Sun Titan. Can get some of those cards back. Champ cast Timin is coming into play. I guess the question is, who's he gonna blink? If he blinks this thing, it's not great, because then we can't board wipe him. If he blinks this thing and goes for the value, then we can crush him with the board wipe. Somehow Sean got some spirits back. I didn't see exactly how that happened, but sizable attack our way. It's going to be 7. It's not the best. I guess the other thing we could do is Chaos Warp. Yeah, probably need a Chaos Warp. I mean, we need a Chaos Warp this Thassa Deep Dwelling, but we also need a Chaos Warp this War's Toll. But I guess we're in a place where we can kind of play around the War's Toll a little bit. It is terrible to click through, though. No blocks. Wow, opponent dies to commander damage. Okay, didn't see that coming. Oh, yeah, because they have 14 commander. That's a Deep Dwelling. Who's it going to be? Don't be the Guardian of Faith. Oh, thank God, he's getting greedy. Going for the Ethereal Valkyrie. Nice, so we can clean him out with the Doomscar. Brings it back to our turn. No more War's Toll, thank God. Fathom Fleet Swordjack. One that I hope we get to use, but a lot of things need to happen first. Start with this Doomscar. Blows up all the creatures. That threat has been slowed down. Yeah, we don't have the mana for the other stuff. It's not the best. No keywords on that. I think we're on Ignite the Future. Plains Wheel. It's not really what I was hoping for. Yeah, play a Plains, I guess. He's kind of low on cards, although he's got 3 in Foretell. Sean's also low on cards. Yeah, I guess that's it. Pass the turn. We get Alhamret's Wheel, which would be pretty good, I think. We have exactly enough to do that and get the Misfail Plains. Won't be able to make any additional plays, though. So if, people rebuild quickly... there's a Blackblade Reforged in play. Yeah, probably can't get that greedy then. I mean, do we even cast the Wheel of Fortune? Is the question. See if Sean's got more removal. Flicker Wisp. Nope. Get 2 Flicker Wisps? No, it's an elemental. Not a spirit. Sends Ranar to exile and gets a token because of it. The amount of how badly we need that Dockside Extortionist is pretty insane right now. Curse of Inertia. Whenever a player attacks enchanted player with 1 or more creatures, that attacking player may tap or untap target permanent of their choice. Doesn't seem great. Frost Titan. It's going to be really hard to block. And our life total is pretty low. Taps the Ranar. I think that means we got to leave up Chaos Warp then. Swiftfoot Boots. Oh my god, you got to be kidding me. Just has everything going. Maybe we do wheel. What kind of removal do we have in this deck? Austere Command. Blasphemous Act. There is a Dismantling Wave. Swords, Path. No, just swords. Chaos Warp is in hand. Equips the Sword of the Animist. Thassa. Oh, let's see if he blinks it. Because if he does... Nope, yep. It'd become unprotected, but it does not. Late to Ooh, yeah, I put this in the deck. Dockside Extortionist, please. Wait, don't tell me it got exiled. Ah, he exiled it. Oh my god. Can we just get, like, something going? Just want, like, a little bit of something. So, Angel of Invention, Goblin Engineer, Priest of Ancient Lore. Angel of Invention just makes a lot of bodies, and we'll have blockers. So I think I like that. Let's go late to dinner, get Angel of Invention. We fabricate 2. Let's get servos. Might have to give up on the Misveil Planes, to be honest with you, because if we go Planes, the question is how badly do we want to leave up Chaos Warp? Because we can right now we could go Planes, KCI, and then have mana for Chaos Warp, which seems like a decent idea. Yeah, let's do that, just in case. Play the Planes. Oh, actually, no, because we're not going to wheel. We're not going to lose the Misveil Planes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this all makes sense. KCI. Can we get the Alhammerets in right here? Yeah, we should be able to. As long as removal doesn't happen, we'll be good, but we'll get the Alhammerets in. KCI. Sacrifice an artifact. Sacrifice an artifact. Sacrifice one more artifact. Get Alhammeret's Archive. Conjurer's Closet. Yes. Sean gets a spirit. Not quite supposed to, but we all need bodies at this point. Fabricate. More servos. Opponent's going to draw a card with War Room. Sure. He's going to attack Champ for 2 in the air. I would be really annoyed if this is another board wipe. No board wipe. Maybe he's got a fog or something. Amaria Shepherd. Okay. Problems will be coming back. Amazing. See if he has the land. If he doesn't have the land... Oh, he's going to combat. Yeah. Chaos Warp. Amaria Shepherd. KCI. Sacrifice an artifact. Chaos Warp. The Amaria Shepherd. Don't need his stuff coming back. He gets a Soul's Attendant. That's fine. That is much, much safer. He's going to attack us with the Frost Titan, and he'll probably tap down our blocker. And he's going to tap down the Angel of Invention. Okay. Unfortunately, that servo is mana. We do need mana. But, yeah, I don't think it's worth the 7, so... Life total's getting a little low. Block with that. I hope nothing goes wrong here, because I'm really excited about being able to use our commander with Alhammeret's Archive. Because that's just an interaction that I don't get to do much. I don't play decks that use Alhammeret's Archive very much, so I'd really like this to happen. Yeah, opponent's going to recast their commander, sure. So it's like tap stuff down tribal, basically. Soul's Attendant? Yep. They partner. Oh, this doesn't untap? Ugh. That's fine. We can, if we blink it, it'll untap. Thassa Deep Dwelling, what are we blinking? Just the commander. Ooh, we got to be careful that he's just going to have mana, and he can pump that into Thassa. Yeah, I don't like what they did with this card. Like, it's fine if you want to put Panharmonicon on it, but the tap creature down part is just... feels like a little too much. And he's still gaining a bunch of life. Solemn Simulacrum is a card that can be sacrificed for mana. And we'll draw 2 when we do that, so seems like a good place to start. Cast the Solemn Simulacrum. Though we may need blockers... we'll just kind of see what happens here. Soul's Attendant. Use the ability. Get a Plains. Cast our commander. Odric ETBs. We get some blood tokens. Do we want to use them? Oh, they make us mana, don't they? They do. We'll crack one. Let's crack one. So first, yeah, let's KCI one of our blood tokens. Then use that mana to draw with the blood token. I guess we can put this in the graveyard and we'll have Encore. That's a thing. Yeah, I actually like that. Put that in the graveyard. Oh my god, that's an Amaria Shepherd. What can we get back with Amaria Shepherd? Priest of Ancient Lore draws cards, which seems relevant. Just getting that into play isn't terrible. Getting a Sunforger also seems really good. Also, Amaria's in hand. And we control 7 planes. We won't be able to get it this turn, though. So I think it's just a matter of staying alive. I think that's the goal here. Goblin Engineer gives us the ability to get that Sunforger. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Okay, we're going to have to sacrifice some stuff to get here. That'd be 2 mana. That'd be 4 mana. 5, 6, 7? Yeah, okay. KCI the Solemn Simulacrum. We will draw 2 cards. It's very exciting. Use the ability. Oh my god, that's a Sun Titan. Same idea, but easier to execute. Costs less mana to do. Ooh, we can go Sun Titan and then blink. Sun Titan just gets us straight to Sunforger, which seems like a really good idea. I don't think The mana's gonna get weird here. Oh, what if we get like a... Can we get a plains? We have an Arid Mesa in the graveyard. If we get an Arid Mesa, because we need double white. We don't have double white currently, do we? We do not have the white for... Oh, either of these? Did we say either of... We're out of white mana, so we cannot cast either of these two cards. Oh, that's disappointing. Trying to be careful about mana usage too, but... that being the case, I could always flash back and ignite the future. See what we get, assuming we have enough. But I also want that Emeria. Play Emeria. Don't have second white mana. I guess draw with the blood token then. Discard... You discard Bonder's Enclave, we can just get it with Sun Titan. Reckless Fireweaver is a card. Importantly, it's a card we can cast. Soul's Attendant trigger. Importantly, another body into play. We catch a Burnished Heart. I don't think we can get to it, though. Not unless we sacrifice an artifact that I badly want. Oh my god, we have Burnished Heart Emeria Shepherd in hand. We just gotta survive. So, untap our thing, make a bunch of bodies, and hope we don't die to stuff. That's the plan. Conjurer's Closet, Angel of Invention. Use the ability. We fabricate. Ranar triggers. Oh, also Emeria is active. Any land destruction in play? I didn't check for that first. Usually I do. Don't see any. There's the fabricate. Get some servos. Trigger the Fireweaver. Also trigger the Soul's Attendant. Champ's life keeps going up, which is not ideal. And attempt to survive back to our turn. The good news is we can block with just about everyone. Yeah, I mean, everyone's a blocker since we have like all of our reanimation at our disposal. I'll be really upset if someone plays a wheel, because this is like gold. Actually, so while I was at Vegas, I had a hand that looked just like this. I was playing Adeline, and there was a Rest in Peace in play, and I wanted to cry because would have been able to do insane things. But nope, Rest in Peace. Draws a card, sure. Mana Crypt. Sean passes with his creatures back and his mana up. Yeah, be ready for anything. We're so close to doing the thing. We just need to, like, not be interacted with for another turn and untap. Timin coming in, yep. They can tap one creature. Tap two with the Frost Titan. Tap a third one with Thassa. There was actually an issue if they equip the Black Blader Forge and just send everything. That could be a little scary. Taps the Angel, sure. Gets a counter on the thing. Yeah, 7/7 our way. Thassa over to Sean. I may actually block with Odric. Because I do want to recast him, actually. We get him back with Sun Titan. Curse Trigger. May tap one. He taps the Odric. That's annoying. Also taps the Fireweaver. We weren't blocking with that one. Leaves us the servos, though. He's still got an activation on Thassa if he wants it. If Sun Titan just gets Sunforger, then we don't really need Goblin Engineer that much. Although Goblin Engineer can get Blasting Station, and then I think we're infinite. Block the 7/7 again. As you do. Soaks up the damage. Smothering Tithe. Yeah, we're planning to draw some cards. That's not amazing. And all that mana that he'll probably generate is gonna allow him to do a lot with Thassa. So, like, we probably need to go for actual infinites. What do we need for that? Eldrazi Displacer makes it easy. I don't know if we can get there without Eldrazi Displacer. Ranar comes back. Frost Titan gets blanked. Soul's Attendant gains more life. Oh no! He taps our Flamekin Village with Frost Titan, which means we can't give the Goblin Engineer haste, because that was a thing I was planning to do. Emeria, let's get the Goblin Engineer. Use the ability. Oh, you know what we can do? We can get boots or something. Okay. That's a plan. He's got giant stuff over there, though. We won't want to attack with Sun Titan. Use the ability. Come on, boots. Please tell me there's boots in this deck. Lightning Greaves. Also, Sword of Vengeance. Sword of Vengeance might be interesting. Yeah, let's get Sword of Vengeance just because it gives us more keywords. Teleportation Circle is spicy. Smothering Tithe, he can have it. Don't know what our mana's going to look like this turn, but I'm sure it's going to be rough. Not paying. Let's play Emeria Shepherd. Probably not going to need that. Try to leave up as much colored mana as we can, so sacrifice the Servo. Then play Emeria Shepherd. Play the Misveil Plains. What are we reanimating? Is there anything that we can't get with Sun Titan? No, we can get all of it with Sun Titan. Could just get Sunforger and hide behind Sunforger for a turn. It's also not a terrible idea at this juncture. Yeah, I think I like that. Get the Sunforger. Send it to the battlefield. Reckless Fireweaver triggers. Still have a mana issue. Not making as much mana as we need to be. I guess equip the Sunforger. Leave Exaxes on the Sunforger. go to the end step. Actually, we can... Does he have flyers? Vigilance? I don't think he has flyers. Oh, we can tap this thing, though. It's not great. Send this at champ. Gain 4 life when it hits. Oh, excellent. It has vigilance. Did I miss an attack earlier or no? With the vigilance, I don't remember. I may have. Go to the end step. I think I'm going to blink the Odric. I think we need to get artifacts into play. Conjurer's Closet, blink Odric. Also, that gives us a blocker. Oh, did I put Eerie Interlude in this deck? Because that wouldn't be terrible either. Yeah, use the Conjurer's Closet. Oh, God, I didn't change the zones. Oh, it came back. Conjurer's Closet works the way it's supposed to. Oh, thank God. 3 Reckless Fireweaver triggers, 3 blood tokens. We're slowly seeing the machine in action. Oh, man, we have so many permanents in play that you need to make this work. Definitely not for the faint of heart. Mana Crypt Flip. Sean's getting down there. He's at 10 life. Goes down to 7. He's pretty far down there now. I vote me. Sean's asking which one of us wants to live and which one of us wants to die next turn. And then Champ said, we have Sunforger. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how he plans to kill us through that. Also, we're at 23 after that little poke right there, so, you know, got a little bit of life. Mirror Weave! Oh, God. Yep. Okay. Well, this will be good for the memes. Good for the memes. Everything becomes a Frost Titan. Well, that's an instant. You can Sunforger that if you're playing Jeskai. Oh, we might have to play with that. That might be a thing that needs to happen. Mirror Weave on Frost Titan. Pure silliness. Sending one our way. Sending a couple our way. He's splitting it up, which I would not do right here. I would kill one of us. Although maybe he's figuring that he can't take us all by himself. This weird machine we've assembled. So many Frost Titan triggers. There appear to be multiple sets of them, too. Oh! Whenever Frost Titan becomes a target of spell or ability an opponent controls, they have to pay 2. Okay, I see what's going on. So we're going to auto our they have to pay 2 trigger. See if they want to pay for that. And then we're down to actual tap triggers, and this is where we're going to peace out for a little bit here. Pray for no counterspell. And Eerie Interlude in this deck? No Eerie Interlude. Teferi's Protection. Cast without paying its mana cost. Yes, please. We could also do blood token stuff here at the end step, but I'm wanting to leave that mana up when it comes back to our turn. Oh, don't you even counter this. He's going to draw a card. He's trying. Smothering Tithe. We're phased out. All right, we're safe for a turn. Fantastic. That Frost Titan's a 10-10. Can kill one of these, which they're going to do. Sean loses a couple. Champ goes down to 26. And now Sean is primed to die. Oh, Sean said he's holding a wipe. Well, we don't care about a wipe. Oh, yeah, I mean, you can blow Champ's board away, but us holding a Sunforger, we don't really care about the board wipe. The next one we will, because I think we're out of protection spells, but Sunforger is in there mainly for Enlightened Tutor, which helps us get to the things we need. And with the blood tokens, you can actually draw the card that turn, which is probably a thing we're going to try to do here. Take a peek at our artifacts and see what combo pieces we can get. I mean, we have most of the good ones. The problem is there's no easy way to get to Eldrazi Displacer, so we just have to kind of hope to catch it with something. Skullclamp gets his card draw. That actually, yeah, that's a thing. Actually, I guess on the other hand too, we just have flyers and a Sunforger. That can cut their life total down a bit, so it might just be a matter of trying to get some extra artifacts into play and closing the distance here. Oh, also we have the Fathom Fleet too, which can get some extra damage in for us. Sean goes down to combat damage, goes to -3. Champ is fortunately low on cards. 1 card in Foretell, 1 card in hand. Again, I'm still worried about the Thassa. Like, if we don't find a way to close it out quickly, that could actually be a problem for us. We can blink something. Blinks the Frost Titan. Amaria, let's get the Fathom Fleet Swordjack. That one we can't pick up with the Sun Titan. Use the ability. Opponent gains life. Karmic Guide is a cool card. Smothering Tithe. Not paying. Still kind of stuck on mana. Play the Burnished Heart. That'll trigger the Reckless Fireweaver. KCI the blood token. Sacrifice the Burnished Heart. Get 2 planes. Not a lot of planes left in the deck, so won't be able to do this forever. 2 landfalls. Get the Burnished Heart back. We'll get the Solemn back, and that'll do basically the same thing. Battlefield. Got some stuff on the stack. Get a planes. It's our last planes. Get Sword of Vengeance. Send that to the battlefield. Send Burnished Heart back to the battlefield. KCI the Solemn, because we'll draw 2. Use the ability. Pray for... Nope, not the Displacer. Smothering Tithe. No. No. Mana Crypt. Thran Dynamo. Equip the Sword of Vengeance. I think I'm going to stay open with a couple things here. We'll Sunforger on the one with lifelink, because that makes sense. Go to combat. Opponent can tap 1 creature. It's not ideal. I mean, they can tap a lot of creatures. Yeah, that's the thing right there. The taps are going to get us. Yep, here comes the Thassa activations. Taps the Fathom Fleet, which means we need a million bodies on the battlefield is what we need. Yep, taps some Area Shepherd. Taps the Goblin Engineer. Anything the Engineer can get us that's interesting? No, not really. Our attacks have been thwarted. Yeah, Thassa's going to be a Oh, you want what we can do? It just occurred to me. Past combat. Misveil Plane. Wow, I haven't actually done this in such a long time. Misveil Chaos Warp back to the bottom. Then activate Sunforger. Not good because we're running out of colored mana right here. Meaning what we should do is... Plateau and Sacred Foundry are both in play. There's no basic planes in the deck. Oh, that's not good. Out of white mana. We can get Teleportation Circle, which can blink something. Okay, yeah. Activate Sunforger. Swords on Frost Titans, not the worst idea I've ever heard of either. But yeah, Chaos Warp, the Thassa. They get a Loyal Drake, that's fine. And then we're going to get Teleportation Circle. We'll sack some blood tokens to do it. Go to the end step. What do we want untapped? Definitely the Angel of Invention. Do we also blink Odric to get more blood tokens? Or do we blink a creature just to have more blockers? Because that'll get us 3 blockers. Tap 1, can tap 2. I think we'll blink Odric for the mana. Yes. EDTBs. Reckless Fireweaver triggers a bunch of times. Teleportation Circle. We fabricate. Go servos. Oh, you know what problem we have? We have the problem of Blackblade Reforged on this Loyal Drake. Is a problem that we have. Hopefully he doesn't see it, but he probably does. Pass like that. Enlightened Tutor is terrible for us. Kinda wish I re-equipped the Sunforger. What do we even spend our mana on this turn? Was it Burnished Heart stuff? I bet it was Burnished Heart stuff. What'd they get? Shadow Spear, life gain. Shadow Spear. Let's see how bad it's gonna get. Equips it. Oh god, it's gonna be a lot of commander damage. It will be large. Probably gonna have to block with, like, everything. Yep, Blackblade. Haste, Hexproof, Lifelink, Trample. It's 26. We have no commander damage on us. We will have to block with a bunch. They can tap some stuff. They'll also draw a card. They tap our commander. I was gonna block with that one so we can get it back. Ooh, sending it. Ooh, sending everything. Everything's scary. Everything is scary. Trample might get us here. 27, huh? Yeah, that Thassa just tapping down our stuff. We're probably gonna die to this. Well, maybe not. They left the Angel of Invention. Actually, some chance that... Block this one. 3 damage we can soak up. Oh, that is flying also. That's not good. So I guess they all have to go in front of this thing then. Do we survive? Oh, exact 0? Really? How far away is this Eldrazi Displacer? Not close. Gear per Ether Grid would have been helpful. Yeah, probably should have left Chaos Warp up on the Sunforger again and just hid behind that. But I was trying to get to, like, the things we needed to do to win the game. But, yeah, I'm probably not going to play this deck again. This thing is... I've played it 3 times now, and Odric is a bad commander. It is so hard to get anything going with it. Like you guys saw in that game, I don't think we cast it till, what, turn 7 or 8 at least? Because it's just not good if you don't have other creatures in play with keywords. And the cards that are good with it are cool, like Conjurer's Closet and Elhammeret's Archive, but you still need a bunch of other stuff happening too to be able to get value from it. So like anything you're doing in this deck requires 4 cards, which looks really bad in the face of removal. And there was very little removal this game. Through and through, this was a pretty chill game. There were no Cyclonic Rifts. No one ran away with mana. There were no combos. It was a very chill game, very low removal, and still, it's just hard to assemble everything with Odric. So, You know, if you want to take the challenge on, be my guest, have at it, but trying to actually get infinite with Eldrazi Displacer is tough. There's nothing I'm aware of that searches for Eldrazi Displacer, so that's kind of an issue. And a lot of the other stuff you can get with Sunforger and Enlightened Tutor, which is why it's in there. But yeah, almost anything you're doing in this deck is just better served as like doing aggro stuff instead. The KCI combo is really difficult with this commander. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. We have one new Patreon supporter in Chris Voss. Chris, you are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, or if you're looking for a good community of webcam players, be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below.